Alright, there's some people. I was wondering what was going on. This is getting weirder and weirder and slower every night, but I'm not surprised because I don't think Facebook ever imagined so many people would be using this format on a regular basis when they first started all of this. As Facebook Live has become one of our only forms of communication with the outside world. So it's no surprise that things get slower and slower with each passing day. And I'll give it a couple minutes, wait for our usual gang, and hopefully some new faces to join up. In the meantime, I posted the link to our poll for tomorrow night's Player's Choice category, so while we have a couple minutes, you can click on that at the top of the comments. Vote for tomorrow night's category you want to play. Your category choices are desserts, Stranger Things, and Stephen King books. So whichever category gets the most votes tonight, I will add to tomorrow night's game. Up here tonight. I just want to share this on another page, and then we can get rolling. All right. Okay, looks like we've got most of our usuals joining in the room. I'll go over the rules real quick. I'll give time for some more people to join in. I know most of you have already played in the past, but we're going to go through the rules anyway. We're going to play pub-style trivia the best way we can without being in an actual pub. I'm going to use a modified version of the format I use for my live trivia games that one day I'll be doing at Firewater Saloon at Edison Park, and on Tuesdays and hey there, Jen, and Wednesday nights on the south side in Mount Greenwood. Who knows when that will happen again, but until then, we're going to keep doing this every night here on Facebook Live. We're going to play 5 total rounds. First round is a picture round, and then followed by 3 specific categories, including your player choice winner from last night, and then end the night on a general trivia round. Each round is made up of 5 questions worth 1 point each, and a bonus question that's worth 2 points. The bonus question is usually a little bit harder. That's why it's worth twice as many points. So there will be a total of 30 questions tonight. Game usually takes about an hour, maybe a little bit more, depending on how off track I get during the course of the game. I'm very easily distracted if you have not caught on to that already. Here's how the game is going to work. I'm going to ask you your questions for each round. As I mentioned, 6 questions for each of our 5 categories. Then I will repeat all 6 questions, then give you a few seconds to finalize your answers on your score sheet, and then I will come back and read you your answers. You are going to put your answers for all your questions down on your own score sheet at home, either the score sheet I provided on the Facebook page, you can print that out and use that, or you can just use any old piece of paper. Just make sure there's enough room for 30 questions and answers, and that your rounds are separated. So please do not pipe. Wow, someone from Nova Scotia. All right, welcome, Katie. That's a long way from here. We're happy to have you. There may be a Letterkenny round in the next day or two, so you know we're going to send some love up to Canada. So you're going to write all your answers down on your own score sheet, and you're going to grade your own score sheet. Please do not put any of your answers in the comment section. At the end of our 5th round, you're going to take your finalized score sheet that has your grand total of points for the night. You're going to take a picture of it, and you're going to send it to me via Facebook Messenger. I will then take all those score sheets, double check your answers and work, and then finalize the answers and read the top 5, including our winner tonight. So once again, you're going to put all your answers on your own score sheet, and then take a picture of it at the end of the night and send it to me on Facebook Messenger. You are allowed to double the score for one of your rounds. All you got to do is, before I read the answers to the round you want to double, circle all your answers, your whole little group of answers, and then you can double your score for that round. I ask in the spirit of the game that you decide which round you want to double before I read the answers. So say if our picture round, you think you've done real well and you got all 6 questions right, before I read the answers to that round is when you circle your answers, and then give yourself double the points after I read the answers. Please don't just wait to the end of the night and then double your best round. That, to me, is considered cheating. When we play this game live in person, you turn your score sheet at the end of each round, and you have a double score option you circle, so you don't know the answers for the round you double when you decide to double on it. So I ask that you do the same concept here. We're all playing on the honor system. We're just playing for fun and a nice little distraction from all the silliness and craziness outside of our doors that we can't go out and enjoy, well, that we shouldn't be going out and enjoying anything outside at this point. So with that being said, before we jump into our game, I will, if you are feeling inclined to send a tip, I just asked they can be sent to either PayPal or Venmo. Doesn't matter which one you use. Anything and everything is greatly appreciated. Tips are not required to play by any means, but they do help out a whole bunch, as I can't do this in public, which means I can't make a good portion of money that I was used to making every week. Also, my other real job as a freelance hockey reporter, guess what? Not making much money on that either. So if you can help out, a lot of us in the entertainment service freelancing industries are struggling, just like many of you I'm sure are too. So if you can help out in any way, that would be greatly appreciated, but again, not required by any means. You can also help out by going to thehockeywriters.com and reading my articles over there. I post a Today in Hockey History article every day. You find one of those, you can find my little name as the author. If you click on my name, it will take you to the page that has everything I've ever written for that site. So you can click around and read stuff, hockey history, goalies, the Blackhawks, the AHL, anything. I've got it up there. So the more you click on those articles, the more pocket change they send me at the end of every month. So that's another way to help out. So enough shameless plugs. Let's get on to tonight's game. Our categories for this evening are lead singers will be our picture round. I'm going to show you pictures of 5 rather famous lead singers. You have to identify who they are, not the band they're in, but their actual name. Then we're going to do a round on U.S. geography, which I believe was a request a couple nights ago. Speaking of requests, our Player's Choice poll last night, our winner was sports movies, so that will be our third round. The poll to vote for tomorrow night's round, the link is pinned to the top of the comments. You can vote at any time. Desserts, Stranger Things, and Stephen King books are your three topics to choose from. Our fourth round will be 80s pop culture, and then we'll end on our general trivia round. That is when we're done with that round, is when you'll send me your lovely little snapshots of your awesome score sheets, and we'll figure out who our winner is for this Thursday night. Yeah, Thursday. Whatever. This has just been the longest Tuesday in the history of the world. All right, so let's get to our game. Picture round. We'll open things up. Lead singers is the category. I'm going to show you pictures of 5 well-known lead singers. I want you to tell me who they are, not the band they are the lead singer of, but their actual name, first then last name. We're going to start with this guy, lead singer number 1. This guy thinks he's a lot cooler than he actually is. I found it pretty entertaining that when he spent the 2019 Super Bowl halftime show with no shirt on, there was no moral outrage. But the second Jennifer Lopez and Shakira decide to show off their sexuality, all of a sudden, half the world has their panties in a bunch. Double standard much? What's this guy's name? Not the crappy band he's the lead singer of, but his actual name. And if you haven't figured it out, I'm very opinionated, especially when it comes to music. All right, let's try lead singer number 2. What's the name of this guy? One of the greatest lead singers of all time. I will fight you. Moving on to lead singer number 3. Wrong way. There we go. There's lead singer number 3. This is one very strange dude. Don't mind the fingerprints on my iPad. I usually wipe it off before we play, but obviously I forgot to do that tonight. Here is lead singer number 4. Kind of a glowing glare on that picture, but you get the gist of who that is. Let's see if I... Nope. He is so white and pasty that he glows in any picture, apparently. But you should have a good idea of who that is. He's only a lead singer of one of the most popular rock bands ever, so regardless of the glare, you should be able to identify who that is. And lead singer number 5. There he is. The much older version of this guy, based on the sagging arms there. I am very glad that he now performs his concerts with a shirt on, unlike he did in his younger days. Bonus question for the lead singers round for 2 points. Before becoming the third lead singer for Van Halen in 1996, Gary Cherone gained notoriety as the lead singer of which hard rock band? For 2 points, before becoming the third lead singer of Van Halen in 1996, Gary Cherone gained notoriety as the lead singer of which hard rock band? I'm guessing he doesn't wear the super tight pants anymore. I don't know. Though when you get to a certain age, all your pants are super tight, and it's not on purpose. All right, let's go through those picture clues again real quick, in case you missed any. Lead singer number 1. Lead singer number 2. Lead singer number 3. My Slack message up there. Lead singer number 4. Lead singer number 5. And the bonus question, 2 points. Before becoming the third lead singer for Van Halen in 1996, Gary Cherone gained notoriety as the lead singer in which hard rock band? And I use the term hard rock loosely. All right, I'll give you a few seconds to finish up your answers before I give you the correct ones. If you think you did good in our lead singer round and you want to use this round for your double point round, go ahead and circle your answers now before I read you the answers. In the last couple of nights, I've been getting pictures and pretty cool messages about some of you guys who are playing as teams. A couple of you guys have sent me pictures of like your little Zoom meetings and your setups and how you're playing, and you guys are trash talking each other via text message. I think that's awesome. I love seeing that stuff. You know, it makes putting the work into these totally worth it. That was kind of the goal of all of this, was to not only for me to kind of have something to focus on and look forward to every day, but get everybody involved and kind of have something to have fun with while we are stuck indoors. So keep those types of things coming. I love to see that. I think that's awesome. And that's the whole reason why we're here. So let's go through our answers for round number 1, our lead singer round. Lead singer number 1, this guy, if you watch The Voice, you know him. That's Adam Levine. Number 2 is Eddie Vedder, God's gift to rock and roll. Number 3 is Thom Yorke of Radiohead fame. And glowing pasty white guy, that is James Hetfield from Metallica. And old saggy guy, that is Robert Plant, the old Led Zeppelin lead singer. And the bonus question for 2 points: before becoming the third lead singer for Van Halen in 1996, Gary Cherone gained notoriety as the lead singer of which hard rock band? Kind of, sort of hard rock band. Extreme was that band. Remember them from the More Than Words song, which is a really good song. No disrespect there, but so Extreme is the bonus question answer. Once again, those answers for round one are Adam Levine, Eddie Vedder, Tom York, James Hetfield, Robert Plant, and Extreme. So that's the end of our picture clues for the night. We're going to move on to our second round, which is U.S. Geography. U.S. Geography is our second round. Pretty self-explanatory category. Put these answers under round two on your score sheets. And question number one, the famous Riverwalk is located in what Texas city? Excuse me. The famous Riverwalk is located in what Texas city? All right, we got more folks from Boston checking in, so we've got the Chicago area well represented. Some Nova Scotians. Boston. I know we've got people from Cleveland that are nightly players, so we're definitely spreading, the good kind of spreading these days. You guys from Boston are going to have to make a trip to Chicago when this is legal again and come play in person with the rest of the Watson and Malone Southsiders. That'll be a fun night, hopefully in the summertime. Question number two, in what state could you find the Country Music Hall of Fame? In what state could you find the Country Music Hall of Fame? Oh, that's what you meant. Peter Cherone, or Gary Cherone saying from Boston also. Okay. I thought you meant you were from Boston. Did he? Man, he's been in a lot of bands. I do know we do have some Boston players in here. All right, so I learned something new today. Gary Cherone sang for Boston. I'm pretty sure Extreme was his first gig. Question number three, what state has the most hotel rooms in the United States? What state has the most hotel rooms in the United States? Question number four, in what national park can you find the Morning Glory Pool and Old Faithful? In what national park can you find the Morning Glory Pool and Old Faithful? Question number five. If you put the 50 states in alphabetical order, Alabama would be the first state. What would be the last state? If you put the 50 states in alphabetical order, Alabama would be the first state. What would be the last state? Which one do we need to repeat, Fred? Number 4? Number 4 was in what national park can you find the Morning Glory Pool and Old Faithful? I'll repeat all the questions before we get to the answers. Our bonus question in U.S. geography for 2 points. In what state would you find the oldest continuously inhabited city in the United States? For 2 points, in what state would you find the oldest continuously inhabited city in the United States? All right, I'll repeat those questions again. The famous Riverwalk is located in what Texas city? Question number 2, in what state is the Country Music Hall of Fame located in? Question number 3, in what state has the most hotel rooms? What state has the most hotel rooms? Question number 4, in what national park can you find the Morning Glory Pool and Old Faithful? That's Morning Glory Pool. Get your minds out of the gutter. Question number 5, if you put the 50 states in alphabetical order, Alabama would be first. What state would be last? And the bonus question for 2 points, in what state would you continuously inhabited city in the United States? I found out I am being trash talked by a 7-year-old named Sophie. Everybody's a critic. It's all right. I've been called worse by younger people. All right, so we'll come back with our... If you're not being trash talked, you're not doing it right. That's how I look at that. All right, here are our answers for round number 2, U.S. Geography. Question number 1, the famous Riverwalk is located in what Texas city? That, of course, is one of the famous attractions outside of the Alamo in San Antonio, Texas. San Antonio. Question 2, in what state is the Country Music Hall of Fame located in? It is in Nashville, Tennessee. Tennessee is the answer. Question number 3, what state has the most hotel rooms in the United States? That would be Nevada. Think of all those hotel rooms in Las Vegas. Nevada is the answer. Question 4, in what national park can you find the Morning Glory Pool and Old Faithful? Those are in Yellowstone National Park. Question 5, if you put the 50 states in alphabetical order, Alabama would be first. What state would be last? The same state that the majority of Yellowstone Park is in, Wyoming, would be the last state if they were listed alphabetically. And the bonus question for 2 points: in what state would you find the oldest continuously inhabited city? That would be Florida. St. Augustine is the oldest city, founded in 1565 by the Spanish. I've been there. It's a beautiful city, and the old town square is really interesting and cool to walk through. One of the best meals I ever had was at the Columbia restaurant in St. Augustine. So if you ever go to St. Augustine, go to the Columbia. It's amazing. So once again, our answers for U.S. geography are San Antonio, Tennessee, Nevada, Yellowstone, Wyoming, and Florida. So that wraps up round number 2. We're going to move on to round number 3, our Player's Choice category. And last night you guys picked sports movies as your winner. You can still vote for tomorrow night's Player's Choice round. The link is pinned at the top of the comments. Your choices for tomorrow are desserts, Stranger Things, or Stephen King books. Whatever category has the most votes, I will add to tomorrow night's game. I will keep that poll up and running for about 5 or 10 minutes after tonight's game to give you a chance to head over there and vote. I do have to say, before I started the game, I checked to see the early voting, and one of those categories was off to a decent sized lead, but there's a long way to go. So let's go with tonight's Player's Choice category, sports movies. Question number 1 under round number 3. What actor played Coach Gordon Bombay in the Mighty Ducks series? What actor played Coach Gordon Bombay in the Mighty Ducks movies? Question number 2. Who played Minnesota Fats in The Hustler? Who played Minnesota Fats in The Hustler? Question number 3. The fictional baseball player Moonlight Graham is a character from which sports movie? The fictional baseball character Moonlight Graham is a character from which sports movie? Question number 4. What was the name of the country club in the movie Caddyshack? What was the name of the country club in the movie Caddyshack? Everybody's seen Caddyshack. At least you better have. Question number 5 for sports movies. Roger Dorn played what position for the Cleveland Indians in Major League? Roger Dorn played what position for the Cleveland Indians in Major League? And the bonus question for sports movies. For 2 points, name the 2 actors who played Shoeless Joe Jackson in 8 Men Out and Field of Dreams. For 2 points, name the 2 actors who played Shoeless Joe Jackson in 8 Men Out and Field of Dreams. 2 different actors playing the same guy. Who were they? I'll read these questions again for you for sports movies. What actor played Coach Gordon Bombay in the Mighty Ducks series? That's question number 1. Question number 2. Who played Minnesota Fats in The Hustler? Question number 3. What fictional baseball player was the fictional baseball player Moonlight Graham is a character from which movie? Question 4. What was the name of the country club in the movie Bushwood? Movie Caddyshack. If you're paying attention, you might have just got a free answer. Question 5. Roger Dorn played what position for the Cleveland Indians in Major League? And the bonus question for 2 points, name the 2 actors who played Shoeless Joe Jackson in 8 Men Out and Field of Dreams. All right, so let's go over the answers for our sports movies category, your player's choice. Again, you can still vote for tomorrow night's categories. The categories are desserts, Stranger Things, and Stephen King books. I'm being stared down by a pug right now. I don't know what his problem is. Question number 1 in sports movies: what actor played Coach Gordon Bombay in the Mighty Ducks series? That was Emilio Estevez. Question 2. Who played Minnesota Fats in The Hustler? That is the great Jackie Gleason. Question 2. The fictional baseball player Moonlight Graham is a character from which movie? That, of course, is Field of Dreams, another movie everybody should have seen. Question 4. Pickles, the weirdo staring at me. Stella's asleep. Question 4. What was the name of the country club in the movie Caddyshack? That is Bushwood. Gambling is illegal at Bushwood, and I never slice. Roger Dorn played what position for the Cleveland Indians in Major League? He was the third baseman who didn't like to put his body in front of the ball. We all know what position his wife played. And the bonus question for 2 points. For 2 points, name the 2 actors who played Shoeless Joe Jackson in 8 Men Out and Field of Dreams. It was D.B. Sweeney and Ray Liotta. D.B. Sweeney in 8 Men Out and Ray Liotta in Field of Dreams. So once again, those answers for round 3 are Emilio Estevez, Jackie Gleason, Field of Dreams, Bushwood, third base, D.B. Sweeney and Ray Liotta for the bonus question. If you got only one of those guys right for the bonus question, you can go ahead and give yourself 1 point. If you got them both, go ahead and give yourself 2 points. Pickles across the room right now. If and when he comes back by the desk, which he likely will, I'll see if he wants to make a cameo. He's been camera shy lately. Usually he's a ham, but he's not feeling it these days. I don't know why. All right, let's move on to question number 4, or category number 4, 80s pop culture. 80s pop culture. There'll be no disputes on how many Fast and Furious movies there are in this category tonight. Screw that franchise. Question number 1 for 80s pop culture. What soda had 6 times the caffeine of any other soda on the market back in the 80s? What soda had 6 times the caffeine of any other soda on the market? Oh, that's on a completely different live stream, Joe. That doesn't happen. This is a family-friendly stream. That's a different stream, different website. Oh boy. Question number 2. Whose signature was on the butt cheek of every one of his creations, the Cabbage Patch Kids? Whose signature was on the butt cheek of every one of his creations, the Cabbage Patch Kids? Question number 3 for 80s pop culture. I feel the need for speed is a popular line from which film from 1986? I feel the need for speed is a popular line from which 1986 movie? Question number 4. What was the name of the soundtrack king of the 1980s who had hits with such songs as Footloose, Danger Zone, and I'm All Right? What was the name of the musician who was the soundtrack king of the 80s with such hits as Footloose, Danger Zone, and I'm All Right? And I can't say, I want to say Danger Zone like Archer every time that kind of Danger Zone. Maybe we need to do an Archer category. That show is insanely good. Please tell me we have some Archer fans playing trivia. If not, that's something you all need to start watching. I think it's all on demand, or Netflix may have it, or Hulu. One of those has it. You can find them. They're fantastic. One of the best written shows on TV. Danger Zone. This guy actually made the answer to this question. This guy actually made an appearance, an animated version of himself on an episode of Archer. Since I know that there is a 7-year-old named Sophie that plays along, I will not quote my favorite line from the Archer series. It is not meant for small children. All right. Question number 5. What was the popular hairstyle known for being business in the front and party in the back during the 1980s? What was the popular hairstyle known as for being business in the front and party in the back? And if you go down south of, say, Joliet, this is still a very trendy hairstyle, especially in the St. Louis area. And our bonus question for 80s pop culture. MTV launched on August 1st, 1981. For 2 points, name the song and the band that was in the first ever music video shown. MTV launched on August 1st, 1981. For 2 points, name the song and the band that was in the first music video ever shown. Yes, they used to show music videos on music television. Weird concept. I couldn't tell you the last time I watched MTV on purpose. Is it even still on the air? It's been so long since I watched it. All right, I'll repeat these questions again real quick for 80s pop culture, round 4 on your score sheet. Question number 1, what soda had 6 times the caffeine as any other soda on the market? I don't know if you can get this anymore. I thought it was taken away for a while and then came back, but I don't know if it's still available. It was awful. Question 2, whose signature was on the butt cheek of every one of his creations? The Cabbage Patch Kids. Question 3, I feel the need for speed is a popular line from which film from 1986? What was the name of the musician who had soundtrack hits like Footloose, Danger Zone, and I'm All Right? What was that guy's name? That's question number 4. Question 5, what was the popular hairstyle known for being business in the front and a party in the back? I hear Joey's a party in the back too. And the bonus question, MTV launched on August 1st, 1981. For 2 points, name the song and the band that was in the first music video ever shown. Give you a few seconds to put together your final answers for 80s pop culture. don't know, Joe. You tell me. You're a party in the back. That's what I've been told. All right. Before this night gets completely derailed in a direction we don't need to take it, let's go for our answers for 80s pop culture. Question number 1. What soda had 6 times the amount of caffeine of any other soda on the market, allegedly? That is Jolt Cola. Jolt Cola. You guys remember Jolt? Yeah, that was diabetes in a can. Question number 2. Whose signature was on the butt cheek of every one of his creations? The Cabbage Patch Kids. That is Xavier Roberts. Xavier Roberts was the Cabbage Patch Kid guy. And it looks like you still can get Jolt Cola. The original American energy drink. Lovely. No thanks. Question number 3. I feel the need for speed is a popular line from Top Gun. Very overrated movie from the 80s. Yes, I said it. Top Gun is fine. It's not great by any standards. It's not even a great bad movie. It's just there. It has a few good parts. It's not as great as everybody says it is. Question number 4. What was the name of the musician that had soundtrack hits like Footloose, Zone, and I'm All Right? That would be Kenny Loggins, the great Kenny Loggins. Yeah, Jolt tasted like maple syrup and sweat. It was terrible. Ugh. It was like somebody put like a pound of sugar in a Pepsi. Question number 5. What was the popular hairstyle known for being business in the front and party in the back? That is the mullet. The mullet. Everybody knows somebody that has a mullet. The bonus question. MTV launched on August 1st, 1981 for 2 points. Name the song and the band in the first video ever shown. That was Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles. Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles was the first and appropriate video shown on MTV. So those answers, once again, for 80s pop culture are Jolt Cola, Xavier Roberts, Top Gun, Kenny Loggins, The Mullet, and Video Killed Radio Star by the Buggles. Can't get much more 80s than those 6 answers. All right, so let's move on to our final round, general trivia. This will be the final category of the night, round number 5 on your score sheet. When we get done giving the answers to this round, you're going to go ahead and take a picture of your final score and send it to me via Facebook Messenger. Oh, excuse me. You can send it to either the Trivia Nights with Greg page that this stream is originating out of, or you can send it to my personal Facebook account if we are Facebook friends. It doesn't matter. They go to the same place. So without further ado, let's go to our final round. General Trivia, 6 random questions. Question number 1. What comic strip character was always obsessed with the little red-haired girl? What comic strip character was always obsessed with the little red-haired girl? Question number 2 for general trivia. In what state is the Little League World Series held in every year? Probably not this year. Well, in fact, not this year. I don't think there's going to be any Little League baseball played anywhere this year. In what state is the Little League World Series held in every year? Question number 3. According to the 2000 census, what was the most common U.S. last name? According to the 2000 census, what was the most common last name in the United States? I put the question up on Facebook a couple of weeks ago or last week, whatever it was. I mean, you keep seeing all this stuff about how important it is to fill out the census, and I get it. It is it is important, not kind of important. It is kind of important, but shouldn't we wait a little bit on the filling out of the census? Like, why would we be in a rush to fill something out that, the numbers might be a little skewed here in the next couple of months? That's just my thought on that. Maybe we should hold off on that census for a couple months, just in case. You never know. Question number 4. Driver and leafcutter are 2 types of what insect? Driver and leafcutter are 2 types of what insect? Question number 5. Singer Tom Jones was born in what United Kingdom country? Singer Tom Jones was born in what United Kingdom country? And the bonus question for 2 points. PBS talk show Charlie Rose won an Emmy Award in 1987 for an interview he conducted in prison with what other Charlie? For 2 points, PBS talk show host Charlie Rose won an Emmy Award in 1987 for an interview he conducted in prison with what other Charlie? Use the air quotes there. All right, I'll repeat these questions for you. Last round, general trivia. Question number 1, what comic strip character was always obsessed with the little redhead girl? Little red-haired girl. Question number 2, in what state is the Little League World Series held in every year? Question number 3, according to the 2000 census, what was the most common last name in the United States? Question number 4, driver and leafcutter are 2 types of what insect? Driver and leafcutter are 2 types of what insect? Question 5, singer Tom Jones was born in what United Kingdom country? And the bonus question for 2 points, PBS talk show host Charlie Rose won an Emmy Award in 1987 for an interview he conducted in prison with what other Charlie? Give you a little bit here to finalize your answers. And real quick, I'll show you guys the information again in case you are feeling like sending a tip. Tips are not required, but they are greatly appreciated. There's that information one more time. Either PayPal or Venmo. As we try and exercise our brains while we are stuck inside. Can't wait till we can do this again in person. You don't realize how important social gatherings are for your mental health until they're not available for you anymore. Like my hockey games that I covered and my trivia nights were hugely important to keep what little bit of my sanity I have left, and now that neither of those are possible, it's a struggle some days. So these nights are helping with that, so I appreciate you guys playing along. We all have different reasons to be here. All right, let's do the answers for our general trivia real quick. Question number 1. What comic strip character was always obsessed with the little red-haired girl? That, of course, is everybody's favorite loser, Charlie Brown. Question number 2. In what state is the Little League World Series held in every year? It is held in Pennsylvania, Williamsport, Pennsylvania. At least it used to be. Question 3. According to the 2000 census, what was the most common last name in the United States? That is Smith. Smith is the answer we're looking for there. Question number 4. Driver and leafcutter are two types of what insect? They are ants. Two types of ants. Question 5. Singer Tom Jones was born in what United Kingdom country? He is from Wales. Wales. And the bonus question for 2 points. PBS talk show host Charlie Rose won an Emmy Award in 1987 for an interview he conducted in prison with Charles Manson. Charles Manson's the answer on the bonus question. So once again, those answers for our final category are Charlie Brown, Pennsylvania, Smith, ants, Wales, and Charles Manson. So if you want to tabulate your final score, mark it down on your score sheet and start sending those to me via Facebook Messenger, either to the Trivia Nights with Greg account, or you can send them to my personal Facebook account. It doesn't matter. They all go to the same place. I'll start tabulating these scores, and we'll get you your top 5 here shortly. Okay, just in case, I'll do the answers again real quick, just in case there was some breakup there apparently on a couple ends. The answers for general trivia were Charlie Brown, Pennsylvania, Smith, ants, Wales, and Charles Manson. All right, starting to get some answer sheets rolling in. Let's get these double checked quick. All right, Jen, I've got your score. STD, I have your score. Bad to the Bone, I have your score. 7-year itch, I've got your score. Cassie, I've got your score. All right, Watson, Malone, I've got your Malone, Watson, whatever order you want it. I've got your score. All right, Team Glowatz and Zupan, I've got your score. And Dan, we don't want to forget Dan. All right, let me check the other account here. Where am I at? Get the rest of these scores. All right, I have scores for Freddie, the Pratts, and the Grandsards. I got all your score. All right, let's get the rest of these scores real quick. T-Bone, I've got your score. All right, let's see what we got here. Rose Hose, I have your score. Amanda, I have your score. All right. I've got the score from Megan and Justin, the Hales, and Sophie. Hopefully she didn't yell at me too much tonight. And let's see here. Quarantine, I have your score. All right, that appears to be all of them. Let me just double check that I'm not missing anybody here. All right, so we've got 15 score sheets turned in, 15 teams or players tonight. Let's see what our top 5 looks like. All right. All right, we're actually going to have 6 teams on the top 5. It looks like we have a tie for 5th place between the Grandsarts and Team T-Bone. You guys both had 32 points. Nicely done. Then we have a 3-way tie for 2nd place, all with 38 points. We have the Malone-Watson team, the Glowatz-Zupan team, and Freddie. You guys all tied for 2nd place with 38 points. Nicely done. But our winners again appear to be our super team of trivia juggernauts. Rose Hose, you guys got another win with 41 points. You guys got a smart group on your little Zoom chats, that is for sure. So now we all have a goal for Friday night, and that is to somebody take down and beat Rose Hose. That's a tough job to do, apparently. You guys have won quite a few of our nights. So that concludes another round of trivia. We're going to do this again tomorrow night at 7 o'clock and every night that we are all stuck inside, which is going to be a little while, at least for the rest of this month, probably longer than that. Um, so I will see you guys back here at 7 o'clock. Thank you guys for those of you who have been sending tips. I appreciate it. And everybody playing along, sending me your pictures of your little team setups, and I love hearing that stuff. That makes it all worthwhile. Don't forget to go ahead and vote for tomorrow night's Player's Choice category. I'll leave that poll open for about another 10 minutes, so make sure you get your vote in on that. And unless you have one of those essential jobs, please, please, please stay home, stay inside. The longer we do it, the shorter we'll have to do this, and hopefully we can get back playing in person sooner rather than later. And support your local businesses if you can, those that are still open, trying to provide services and food to your neighborhood. Please support them if you can. They need it more than ever. Most importantly, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, check in on those neighbors that need assistance, and we will see you guys back here next tomorrow in about 23 hours as we try to gang up and take down Rose Hose. That's our mission if we choose to accept it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Go vote for the Player's Choice categories and keep your eyes open tomorrow morning for tomorrow night's study guide. I will see you then.